Dude, first of all, it was 10 minutes. You hit the number on 10 minutes. So what that tells me is you practice this.
Little.
Probably more than once. You did a great job. It was fundamentally a very sound presentation, and I'm going to actually make some points as to why it was so good so that we can learn all together about what he did. The Bottom of the Ocean stripper intro was awesome because it was catchy, and it creates this curiosity of all those. It was 4 loops that you opened in one sentence. I don't know if you caught that or not, but I'm like, I want to know what the stripper thing is. I want to know what the thing is. And you kind of did it with me backstage, too. You're like, no, I'll show you that on the thing, right? So that was really good. The Ellen Show thing was very well done. That actually could go in a bad direction. So it was smart of you not to play the video, and the way that you kind of made fun of yourself was perfect, because then it just was real. It could, with like a 10-degree turn, you could kind of be like telling people how great you are.
Yeah.
But the way that you did it was so well done. You're like, I got a lot of exposure, but it didn't do it. And you really did a good job. And then you did this thing constantly throughout your presentation, which you kept changing the you kept changing the. We all thought you were going in one direction, but then you went into another direction. So George Sand, turns out she's a woman. You know, so those little twists and turns are really fun for audiences, because it's like we don't know what's coming next, which is really, really cool. And then the last thing, and I'm just teaching off this stuff, he said something that if you watch webinars that Mike and I do, we do it fairly often, especially in the offer. He goes, look, I didn't want to just give you a PDF, because some of you may be saying, but Dylan, what about this, and how do I do this? And that's why I gave you this. And so the formula, and I'm telling you, if you watch our webinars, you'll see us say, now, you might be thinking, well, what about webinars? And that's the reason why we have a training inside of Consultant Profits specifically on how to use webinars to get consulting clients. Do you see how the frame goes? So you may be asking yourself this, and that's why. And you may be asking yourself this, and that's why. And you may be asking yourself this, and that's why. So that formula that you used is really good. You obviously studied, and you obviously worked and practiced this, and you fundamentally, formulaically, it was awesome. Do it in an hour talk, and you're going to sell a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'll add to that. First of all, I would say that this is the closest to a flawless presentation I've seen since we've been here. And you nailed it everywhere. Yeah. So just flat out, it was just the setup. You got a wow to the audience. The audience, you owned everyone right away. You could feel the energy go, yeah, I want that, right? It was within seconds. And you also did a fantastic job of resolving the tranny bit. That was outstanding. And then you did the summary at the end. Really resolved every little thing. There wasn't anything left unsaid. So there's a couple things that I would add. One of them is, now that you've done this, you're going to want to get to the point where you can just eliminate the text.
Yeah.
So you're not reading it, and I get to look at you the whole time. Okay? So own me with that. Next, you got to this point, create a look. You had this thing, show me some examples. Look at so-and-so, look at so-and-so, look at so-and. They know how to do it. You might be thinking, you can't do that too. But let me show you how ordinary people just like you and me have managed to do it. Okay? That bridges a gap again, but that was the only thing that I felt a little unresolved about. I don't know if you know this, you know your gift is broken. I went to sign up, so your ClickFunnels thing.
ClickFunnels.
Yep. Damn it. All right.
Your gift is not broken.
The link.
No, you're not. Yeah, the link was. I went to that. And by the way, do you see how he put it? The very special gift at the bottom. It was there the whole time, so there wasn't any chance that he could click and go like, oh, what was that again? What was that again? You know, it's like most people just click past and you don't get a chance to get the gift.
Yeah.
Having it down there was brilliant. And if I had one gigantic recommendation, overall, add more trannies. All right, seriously, that was freaking outstanding. Give him a big hand. Yeah, knocked it out of the park, brother.